Politics can, quote, be infuriating. That's according to a former White House aide and commentator. And that's why Denise Grace Gitsham wrote her new book called Politics for People Who Hate Politics: How to Engage Without Losing Your Friends or Selling Your Soul. Gitsham uses her 2 decades of experience to offer a remedy to what she refers to as America's dark reality, sharing tools and insights on how to heal division in our homes and also our country. That book is available today wherever books are sold. So let's bring in author Denise Grace Gitsham, who's worked at the highest levels of federal government, from the White House to the U.S. Senate, law firms for startups, and for a candidate for Congress. Thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you so much for having me this morning.
I have been so eager to talk to you because I just feel like not only has the news cycle been so heavy as of late, but we also have this entire year of campaigning left to go before the presidential election. And your book may be just the ticket for buckling in and coping with all this crazy.
Yeah, you know, it's part of the answer, right? A lot of it has to do with the decisions that we make to show up the way we want to in politics. I think that when we have an intention to bring people together rather than allow politics to divide us, to look past the talking points that those of us that come to Washington and have been immersed in politics are so good at, when we can look past that and really figure out the heart of the people that we disagree with, there's hope because there's humility. And then when there's humility, there's an opportunity to learn and grow.
But don't you feel like that's easier said than done? Like, it's a great talking point to say, you know, I'm going to meet my political enemies, or maybe a nicer word would be my political opposites on their own turf and try to see where they're coming from. But that's a whole lot easier said than done. When you find yourself doing that, I mean, give us some tips, especially as we're heading into Thanksgiving. How do you see eye to eye with someone that you just fundamentally disagree with?
Listen, girl, preach. When everything that I'm talking about, I am preaching to myself.
Yeah.
And as a person of faith, I think that I hold myself to a higher standard. But even if you're not a person of faith, or you're a person of whatever faith, there are principles in this book that can just help us get to a place where we think about what it is that we're showing up as and what the outcome is that we're trying to achieve. See, I think that most Americans love our country. We actually want to see our country grow and be better and stronger. But the greatest threat that we have is who we are to each other. Division is the greatest threat that faces our country, not an external threat. And so some of the ways that I engage with people, and believe me, again, I said this is preaching to myself, most of the lessons in this book are learned from the things that I have done wrong multiple times, and every day fight to be that person I would love to be. But one of the things I think is most important is first approaching with the spirit of humility. I think anytime we feel like we have a lock on the truth, like the whole truth, I think that we start from a position of self-righteousness. And humility is so required, just that self-awareness to say, I don't have all the answers, and I don't know why you're where you are, but I want to know. Help me to understand. And I want to be clear that when I talk about unity, I'm not talking about conformity. Each of us must speak our truth in love. I think the emphasis is on love, because when we do, we're able to approach other people and say, you know, I don't know the absolute truth from your perspective, but I know what mine is. I'm happy to stand up for that. But I want to understand you. And that's just compassion, respect, and civility, and ultimately love.
And it's all about delivery, too. And I feel so often it either turns ugly or you just ignore it altogether because you're like, I'm not going to change them. They're not going to change me. That doesn't get us anywhere either. We're left in our own echo chambers. I know you also talk about, you know, the importance of putting up your own spiritual guardrails. Denise Grace Gitsham, thank you so much. And we're all looking forward to getting our hands on your book, especially since we have a year left of this campaign.
Right? We're going to do it better this time.
Yes,
thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.